fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy The Goods, and we are back for episode number 9 of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Episode number 9. In the last episode, Soseki was put in jail, and in this episode, we're gonna try and get him out. So, here at the Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber. The Old Bailey. This place always makes me feel strange. I seem to get chills down my spine and break out in a nervous sweat all at the same time. Well, I didn't think I'd be back here so soon. That's my line! That's my line! Good morning! Good morning, Mr. Natsume. It was only 2 days ago that I was declared not guilty here. Yes, we somehow managed to prove he didn't stab Miss Green in the back. But now this! Another morning, another murder! And here I am again in this hellhole! Can't keep coming to court! I'm beginning to think he's right. It really does seem as though he's cursed.
Mr. Naruhodo, I'm afraid I have bad news. Oh. Mr. Natsume, good morning.
Yes, morning.
So, here we are again.
Yes, again! Judicial Assistant Miss Mikotomo Squires! What's the bad news?
Oh dear, you heard, didn't you?
If you come in shouting at the top of your voice, people can't help hearing what you say!
Oh, I am sorry.
You've done nothing wrong, Miss Susato. Now what is it?
Well, it seems that the prosecution in today's trial will be led by Lord Baron Van Zieks.
Van Zieks? Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Fuck! I knew he was coming back, but yo, look at him! The so-called Reaper of the Bailey, the most legendary prosecutor in the land. Damn. The aura, bro. In the trial 2 days ago, he pursued Soseki-san and I relentlessly. Of course, by the skin of our teeth. We managed to pull through, but still.
Perhaps Mr. Natsume's acquittal in the last trial wasn't the end of the matter, after all.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. The legend of the Reaper that says, nothing can save a person in the dock when Lord Van Zieks is the prosecutor. Oh no! Fuck!
But even if a person is found not guilty, the accused will meet a mysterious end one way or another.
We've experienced it firsthand. Yeah, that was crazy. The man we successfully defended met the most terrifying end after his acquittal, right here in the Old Bailey. Oh, I forgot about the judge. The judge is kind of nuts in this one. Ah! Do I have to put up with those ice-cold eyes boring into my soul again? Cursed by evil spirits, and now by the Reaper! Pair of petrifying perils, potentially!
Well, if it's potentially, at least you appear to have hope, Mr. Natsume.
Locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! Yes? I'm innocent! You have to believe me! You more than anyone now! Don't worry. I'll be your steadfast ally every step of the way in this battle. I promise! And this promises to be a hard battle, I fear. Look at him twitching. He's scared. He's scared shitless.
Well, the trial is scheduled to begin shortly. We should move into the courtroom.
Let's go!
Oh yes, I forgot to say, I'm afraid he won't be able to make it. Mr. Sholmes, I mean.
That's probably for the best.
Oh!
If he were here, I might be tempted to rely on his help. And that could be seen as a weakness. If Lord Van Zieks were to notice, he'd prey on it mercilessly. At least, that's my gut feeling.
Mr. Naruhodo.
You're right! Yes, you're so right! Oh, well said, Locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, well said! I swear on this sword at my side, and on the spirit of Kazuma that it harbors. I'll show him what a Japanese lawyer can do. I'll set you free, with honor!
Yes!
That's crazy. That's crazy!
That's crazy! It's crazy!
Oh fuck, look at him stand stop over there!
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready, my lord.
Readiness for the trial, my learned Nipponese friend, is not what the defense needs. What you need is readiness for your inevitable defeat.
Not gonna scare me this time, bitch. It's not just in my imagination, it's really there. Lord Van Zieks has such an animosity towards us Japanese for some reason.
It was some time ago now that he first became known as the Reaper of the Bailey, I believe. These past few years, he hasn't appeared in court at all.
Yet now he's back in the courtroom, though for some reason, only when I'm defending. This Reaper, with his curious disdain for us Japanese, is a prosecutor shrouded in mystery. Still, this isn't the time to be pondering that. I have to concentrate on Sozeki-san's trial.
Furthermore, I now call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You have been chosen at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to fulfill your duty?
Absolutely! I had a feeling this larrikin wasn't innocent before.
I must say, I feel especially ruthless on days when my heart refuses to sit right.
So far, we're 2 for 2 on not objective random people.
Oh, I rather like how you're wearing your hat. I think the ruthless look is very fetching, actually.
I need to be somewhere at 10 o'clock. I have a very important meeting. That's my dish quick.
I couldn't agree more. I need to take home 5 bob tonight, or the missus will go through the roof.
Oh, may the Lord show us all the light here and lead his flock to a righteous verdict.
The British jury system is so very different to our own, isn't it? It's quite extraordinary to think that the power of judgment is in the hand of 6 members of the public. And that the judge can only pass sentence when all jurors are in agreement about the defendant's guilt.
6 citizens of London, chosen at random. Or at least, that's the idea. It's the same 6 people every fucking time, except the one time it was like a international terrorist or some shit. The other time it was like the dude's wife who did the crime.
The prosecution would draw attention to the fact that the accused was on trial here but 2 days ago. Accordingly, where possible, the same jurors have been asked to return for duty today.
Very well.
That's not what he sounds like.
Very well. Now he's more of a... If he's a British feller, that's not British at all.
Fuck, how did I do it? How did I do this?
Very well, let us commence the trial. Lord Van Zieks, your opening statement, please.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is not the intent of the prosecution to cast doubt over your past decision. However, the innocent verdict afforded to this eccentric Nipponese before has had dire consequences. Did the accused repent for his wrongdoing in that affair? Far from it. Instead, he used his freedom to perpetrate a most blood-curdling crime, namely, that of the attempted murder of his neighboring lodger, an innocent Englishman. To explain the circumstances of the crime, the prosecution calls its first witness to the stand. The detective responsible for investigating the scene, and the accused himself!
Shit. I love his slash of it okay.
Witnesses, your names and occupations, please.
Yes, sir.
Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard's Homicide Division.
Zushiki Natsume from the Empire of Japan! My government ordered me to come here as a student to study your language and culture.
Mr. Natsume?
Yes, my lord, sir!
I'm quite sure I'm not mistaken that you swore an oath never to set foot in my courtroom again. I remember it as if it were yesterday.
The day before, in fact, my lord, but close enough.
Believe me, this is the last place I want to be!
Inspector, let's hear from you first. Explain the case for the court.
Right you are, sir.
Oh god.
The incident occurred at a Garrideb household where the defendant has lodgings. In the ground floor room with the victim, Mr. William Shamsby, the defendant has already admitted to visiting the victim on the night in question. Mr. Shamsby collapsed in his room as a result of poisoning by strychnine. He was found the following morning when the landlord suspected something was wrong. He broke down the door. This means, I presume, that the door to the victim's room was locked at the time of the incident?
Correct, my lord. It was locked from the inside, making entry to or exit from the room impossible.
Although the victim, Mr. Shamsby, lives to tell the tale. He very nearly didn't. The man was halfway to heaven when we first found him. I was the first officer on the scene, my lord. And I have a photographic print here, and I took the time to show it how it looks. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Christ, mate. Yes, a chilling scene indeed. The man looks very much deceased. That's right. Everyone present believe that's exactly what he was.
Said he was warm.
Very well. I shall accept this photographic print as evidence for the court. Now then, Mr. Natsume.
Yes!
Has the defendant to have anything to say at this juncture?
They're haunted by evil spirits!
Good gracious! What's haunted?
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings! The tenant before me died in mysterious circumstances. A woman was stabbed by no one on the street outside. My neighbor was poisoned. And me! What about me? I've nearly been killed countless times.
Killed, Mr. Natsume? How?
Even on that fateful night it happened. When I returned from Mr. Shamsby's room, I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed. But before long, the stove went out and somebody tried to kill me.
You must always extinguish all fires before retiring for the night, Mr. Natsume.
But it's so cold! My runny nose would freeze! The point is, I didn't poison my neighbor. Oh, why am I being accused of this? Why is my existence so cursed?
Thank you, witness. I believe I have a reasonably clear picture of events.
If I could raise one more point, my lord. One more conclusive point.
Conclusive? Go on.
Unfortunately, the victim, Mr. Shamsby, has regained consciousness after his ordeal. And he has named the true culprit. The poison consumed by the victim was administered in a cup of tea that he drank on the night in question. Tea, my lord, that was brought to the victim's room by the accused.
The accused? Good grief! Order!
Yes, that's the crux of this whole case. If Soseki-san is innocent, then why? Why is the victim accused him? Because he lost the debate.
Well, Mr. Natsume, what do you have to say to this accusation?
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamsby's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result! Never will I touch tea again! Never!
The public pump is frozen, you say?
That's not information we've heard before.
That will do, thank you. Now, according to our laws, the defense must have the opportunity to cross-examine the witness at least once. Therefore, I call upon these witnesses now for a formal testimony. I presume the prosecution has no objection.
None whatsoever, my lord.
Good. Then you'll give your account of the events on the night in question to the court now.
Yes, my lord!
Okay. Whatever. So... I'm looking at the fucking bobblehead guy in the thing. I'm getting ahead of myself.
It was around 9 o'clock that evening when I visited my neighbor, and I took some tea with me as a gift. We had a heated literary debate over a nice hot drink, after which I went back to my room at around 11. Ah! My tea was completely harmless! He couldn't have locked the door behind me otherwise, could he?
Drinking takes some time to have an effect on a boy. People don't kill over immediately after taking it. Drinking whatever perfectly able after his guest left. The argument still stands. Okay.
Yes, I see. It all seems relatively straightforward.
Excuse me, but the testimony does raise one rather crucial point, I think. Mr. Natsume claims his tea to have been harmless. Presumably, though, the teacups have been examined for traces of the poison, haven't they?
Why didn't I think of that?
Well, as it happens, no. We haven't been able to.
Did I hear you correctly, Inspector? Scotland Yard has failed to examine the suspect's substance.
How could you have overlooked something so important? Isn't that the first thing you should have done?
My learned Nibani's friend is falsely incensed. The inspector said Scotland Yard was unable to examine the tea, not that it was overlooked.
Unable? Why? Because you have the cups, stupid. It's simple enough. There was none left. Not a drop. Someone must have been very thirsty indeed.
With the current scientific techniques, it's not possible to test for poison under such circumstances.
We only need a drop, but that one drop does actually have to exist, funny enough.
The lack of examination notwithstanding. It appears nothing other than the tea passed the victim's lips on the night in question.
I see. Thank you. The matter is clear.
Cast your eyes over the jury, my learned friend.
What?
You can see it in their faces, I'm sure. The recognition of the accused's guilt. Your client's fate is all but sealed. In mere moments from now, you will lose, and your compatriot will be damned for all eternity!
He's right. I can feel all 6 of the jurors looking daggers at me. But I can't let them beat me down. I won't.
Counsel for the defense, proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Okay, so I need to present Gregson's. I need to press on Gregson. Just hold it! Hold it! How long does it take for symptoms to appear then?
According to the coroner I was speaking to in the yard, about 30 minutes after the poison is consumed. Then the victim suffers violent convulsions, cramping and stiffness, and eventually dies from asphyxiation.
There's a 30-minute interval between when the poison is ingested and the onset of symptoms? Seems to be a lot of different types of poison in the world, that's for sure.
Oh dear, death by poisoning again. It's always so awful.
30 minutes is a long time. Certainly long enough for the victim to have locked the door behind the accused after he left.
You can't deny that. It further agrees with Eki-san's alibi.
I have the medical report from the doctor who examined the victim here, my lord. Spells it out, really. The accuser is the only person who could have done it.
Very well, the court will add this report to the court record as evidence.
Bet. So now, I present that on 2 or 5.
Oh yes, I see it here. Delayed onset of symptoms.
Great. So now, I can just present that on this one. Objection! Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna take my shoes off while I'm thinking. The argument still stands, you say? I think not, Inspector. Come again. I think you'll find that you've overlooked a very significant chronological inconsistency here.
A what? What are you all about?
According to this report, the victim must have consumed the poison at around 1:30 in the morning. And yet, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, left the victim's room at 11.
Ah!
Yes, that's right. There's more than 2 hours of missing time there. In other words, if there was poison in the tea that Mr. Natsume brought to the victim's room, how could the victim have fallen ill to it 2.5 full hours after the defendant left? Got him.
The defense's argument is entirely reasonable. How do you respond, Lord Van Zieks?
Bro's fucking drinking wine again. Fucking aura farming dude. He's aura farming, bro.
Pray forgive the discourtesy if my mind has wandered. I was considering what cuisine would best complement the contents of my hallowed chalice this luncheon. How could it have happened, you ask? I do hate to shatter illusions, but my Nipponese friend appears to be chasing a phantom idea.
A phantom?
Is it so hard to imagine the victim drank his tea after the accused had left? For example, at the time stated in the medical report. Yes, at around 1:30.
Objection. Mr. Natsume brought the tea with him to drink together with his neighbor. And in Japan, there's a well-known saying, drink tea while it's hot.
Objection!
And in my country, there's an even more apt saying. There is nothing more refreshing than cold tea.
The point is, if there was such a long gap, there may be other ways to explain how the victim came to be poisoned. Other possibilities.
What sort of possibilities, Counsel?
Well, for example, the man could have had another visitor.
Another visitor? That's a very bold assertion, my learned friend, from someone who has nothing to substantiate it.
Or the victim could have taken the poison of his own volition.
You suggest this may have been a suicide, Counsel?
Cold as shit, dude. I'll go to bed.
Mr. Shamsphere has categorically denied suicide. The idea canon must be discounted.
But he could be lying. I mean, anyone could be lying about fucking anything at that point.
Is something wrong, Lord Van Zieks?
I was listening to the sound of the carriage pulling up outside the courtroom. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Carriage? What carriage?
It would seem that the key player in this case has just arrived.
Hold it! I don't know what the fuck that could be.
Brief candle, offspot, a walking shadow.
Oh god. Out, brief candle, lies but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. Oh god. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Who, sir, are you?
William Shamsphere, my lord, Alas, was I undone by these bitter events. I am the victim. What? What's he doing here?
The prosecution seeks to call this gentleman to the stand. With his testimony, my learned friend's feudal resistance will be utterly crushed.
You're calling him as a witness?
Very well, counsel. I grant your request with interest. I am curious to discover what the court shall hear from the victim himself.
Happy am I, Shamspear, to regale thee with my tale of woe, my lord.
But I still have my own tale to tell. My own tale of worse woe. I can regale the court with the tale of my perfect innocence in perfect English.
That will do, Mr. Notsumi. Let the court now hear from the victim.
Shit, bro. Fucking guy, dude. And who the fuck is this? Alright, so that's Mr. Shamspear. But who's that other man beside him?
Yes, I feel sure that we've caught a glimpse of that man before.
State your names and occupation for the court, please, witness.
A writer of words so sweet they do scent the breeze, an inventor of ideas so profound they compose the earth, the unrivaled poet, the unmatched scribe, William Shakespeare! With a great bard to be recalled to life anew, lo, what a magnificent man! Good fellows, I am he who ponders such a miracle, William Shamspeare!
Hey, there's Meterman. Adrian B. Meterman. I work for the Animal Gas Company. He's in Brad's office.
Ah, I remember now. It was yesterday on Briar Road.
Oh yes, she's right, it's him. Bobblehead. Oh, what's this? Oh, Bobblehead, look at that. What's that, man? Oh, man. Try seeing Soseki-san's lodgings, I guess.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo?
Excuse me, can we have a word? Fucking guy. Look at him, look at him. Hit him with it. What the fuck was that? What was that shit? Yes, we spotted him outside Mr. Garradep's house that morning. And he's a gas company employee? What does he have to do with this case?
So, Mr. William Shamspear, you are the victim in this miserable affair, correct?
Oh heaven, oh hell, do you command me to remember that sweet poison that did cross me and cross mine innocent lips?
I subpoenaed him for the trial, with his doctor's permission, naturally. Hearing the testimony of the aggrieved will remove any room for doubt from the jurors' minds, I'm sure.
Behold, you have only to rearrange the letters of my name to see that me's a seraph, an angel indeed. Thus be I noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart, as all heavenly angels be. Because there isn't a less contrived meaning in your name. No, not at all. Nope.
The jurors seem to be very moved by this man, I'm afraid. They're actually taking the seraph anagram idea seriously.
Oh, they're actually taking the seraph anagram idea seriously?
Thank you, witness, for your illuminating introductions.
But my lord, what's the man next to Mr. Shamspear doing here? The gasman, I mean.
Well, me, where now?
Allow me to enlighten my learned friend. You recall, I presume, your earlier impertinence? When you suggested that the victim had another visitor to his room on the night in question, and moreover that the victim is a compulsive liar.
What? No, I didn't quite say that. I didn't think so, but...
This young chin-stroker is here to controvert your wild claims conclusively. Is that not so, Mr. Meterman?
Hey, hang on. I'm just here. Just hanging out. Go.
I hereby call for your formal testimonies. You will tell the court as lucidly as possible what happened on the night in question.
One may smile and be a villain. Yes, it doth pain me, but let the truth be spoken, the truth of that wintry night of my discontent. Hold on, witness testimony. I don't even want to. Motherfucker. Hold on. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna end the episode. So for now, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we will do this cross-examination. But for now, it's way past my bedtime. Bye-bye!